Strand is back in the seasonal artifact mod, and Destiny 2 just released an insane exotic weapon, the BARROW DYAD. So I'm sure all my fellow Titan mains are looking for a Strand build. Well, look no further, because I've got your back. This build has everything you need to survive 50 waves of onslaught, take on the nether, or dive into a raid with your fire team. Oh, and don't worry, we are not using the synthoceps like every other Strand Titan build out there. Let's jump into this build. It starts out with the Strand subclass Berserker with the super ability Blade Fury. Blade Fury will provide us with good crowd control, great ad clear, and a good way to get in and out of fights. For our abilities, we are going to be using Rally Barricade, Strafe Lift, Frenzied Blade, and Shackle Grenade. Our Rally Barricade is going to be a key part of this build. We are going to use it to keep our teammates safe, reload faster, and suspend a tremendous amount of enemies. If you guys are wondering how we are going to use it to suspend so many enemies, wonder no more. We are going to pair this with the Strand aspect Dringer's Lash. Dringer's Lash is going to create a ripple that travels forward anytime we use our Rally Barricade and suspend enemies in its path. We are also going to add the Strand fragment Thread of Mind to this so that anytime we kill a suspended enemy, our class ability cooldown will be reduced, which means even more suspension. While all this is going on, we are going to also be utilizing our Shackle Grenade to string up even more enemies. Now that we've got an empowered barricade paired with our Shackle Grenade, let's add in our empowered melee ability, Frenzied Blade. We are going to be pairing Frenzied Blade with the Strand aspect, Banner of War. Anytime we get a melee kill, we are going to raise the Banner of War. The Banner of War is going to pulse and heal ourselves and nearby allies while also increasing our melee damage. This can be stacked up to 4 times. We are also going to be pairing Frenzied Blade and Banner of War with the Strand aspect, Thread of Propagation. This allows our Strand weapons, or the BARROW DYAD, to gain unraveling rounds anytime we get an empowered melee kill. Unraveling rounds are going to help us deal with tankier enemies and overall ad clear. The last 2 fragments are going to make our Threadlings a force to be reckoned with. The first of them is the Thread of Rebirth. This gives our Strand weapon Final Blows a chance to create Threadlings. To improve this even more, we are going to pair it with the fragment, the Thread of Evolution, which increases our Threadlings' damage by 33% and makes them travel even faster so our enemies can't get away from them. Moving along to weapon recommendations, use the BARROW DYAD. This thing is absolutely insane, and if you haven't unlocked it yet, make it a priority. After you get the second frame unlocked, make sure you throw Hatchling on it so that you can spawn even more Threadlings and nuke everything. In my other 2 slots, I've been using the Psycho Pomp with Rolling Storm and the new Arc LMG, the Watchful Eye, also with Rolling Storm, so that we can create bolt charges even when we're using the Strand subclass. Our empowered Rally Barricade and overall tankiness is still lacking a little bit, so let's keep this build rolling and make them even stronger by pairing it with the Titan exotic armor piece, the Abeyant Leap. Abeyant Leap has an armor perk called Puppeteer's Control that improves Dringer's Lash by adding 2 more projectiles to suspend targets, totaling out at 3. These projectiles track more aggressively and travel farther. We also get even tankier because when we suspend a target, we get Woven Mail. Now let's talk about the armor mods we're going to be using for this build. On our helmet, we're going to be running double hands-on so that anytime we get a melee kill, our super ability gets regenerated more quickly, and Harmonic Siphon so that we can create orbs of power with all the kills we're getting with the BARROW DYAD. On our gauntlets, we're going to be running double heavy-handed so that we can create orbs of power on our melee final blows. As always, on our chest piece, just run whatever resistant mods fit the encounter. On our leg pieces, run Recuperation, Better Already, and Absolution so that we can regenerate our health anytime we pick up an Orb of Power, and so we can regenerate all of our other abilities anytime we pick up an Orb of Power. And then for our Titan mark, we want to run Double Distribution so that we reduce all of our ability cooldowns anytime we use our class ability within 15 meters of another target. Also, we want to run Bomber so that we can reduce our grenade cooldown anytime we use our class ability within 15 meters of a target. And then for the stat rolls on our armor, we want 100 resilience and 100 strength so that we can get our class ability off cooldown as much as possible and be tanky while being able to melee as much as possible. And then for your third stat, you want to get discipline as high as possible so you can have your grenade off cooldown a lot. And then for our seasonal artifact guys, we want Unstoppable Fusion Rifle, Overload Machine Gun, and Piercing Sidearms. In the second column, I ran Deep Alchemy and Unraveling Orbs. In the third column, I ran Hold the Line, King's Vestige, and Disruptor Spike. In the fourth column, I opted for Dreadful Finisher and Horde Shuttle. And then in the final column, I ran Elemental Supercharger. These are mostly just based on Strand and machine guns because the machine gun buffs are really helpful in this seasonal artifact. And then everything else just buffs up Strand and makes your unraveling rounds, your Strand weapons, and your Threadlings really, really powerful. It also makes Sever do more damage and just be more useful overall. That's the build, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's great for taking it into hard content so you can be a supportive Titan and string up enemies. It's not the basic build that everybody uses with synthoceps, and it's a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace!